You go out in your yard, you want to do some work, right? And immediately you are dive bombed by deer flies. Me too. We're in the same boat here. And I keep thinking, is there a way to kind of knock them back, keep them from dive bombing me, keep the deer flies at bay? I have two ideas of how to do this. One is pretty cool, one is store-bought. But let's try these and see what happens. Ready? Let's go. GardenFork, making things, making food. If I can do it, you can do it. All right, down in the GardenFork research facility, AKA my shop. Don't look. It's kind of a mess. But that's like me, right? Maybe your workshop's like this too? Deep research, I've learned things about deer flies. They're attracted to the tallest thing around that's moving. They're also attracted to different colors. So we want to attract the deer flies, not repel them. So how do we attract them and keep them to this stuff? Have you ever used this stuff? It is like the super stickiest thing I have ever dealt with. It's used for, you put it on tree bark to keep caterpillars from going up into a tree, things like that. We're gonna use it to stick deer flies to a cup. But our other challenge is, I mean, well, I could be like that, I guess. Do I have any elastic? But here's my thought. Hat, cup on hat. All right, how do we get the cup onto here? A little sewing, maybe? Oh, that's not very elegant, is it? Oh, there we go. Okay, what's your secret for threading needles? Ooh, look, I did it. Oh my gosh. All right, thread, needle. So my thought here is to sew this onto here. Does that look weird? It does look weird, but they're deer flies. I mean, do you want to live with deer flies? No. All right. So you want to put this between the two threads you pulled through. I have another idea. Do you? Let me know in the comments, but hold on. Let's see. It might work. This here. Let's see. Did that work? No. And I got the staple stuck. Nice. Oh, that didn't work. There we go. All right, let's press on. Right in there. Ooh, did that work? That did work. Except it's sticking out the side. It's sticking out the side of the hat. Well, that might work. It's kind of centered, a little off, but I'm a little off too, right? Ooh, I did it. Holy cow. All right, step 2 now. Very important, because this will stick to you. By the way, the second tip is a little simpler. Stick to the end. I'll share that one with you, okay? Application wand, should we call that? Look at that stuff. It doesn't have to go on super thick because we're just catching deer flies, right? Uh-oh, it broke. One of the staples came loose. My hands are coated and, well, the gloves are coated. I've just kind of smoked my hat with goopy stuff. So I'm gonna try and, maybe I could reattach that with some thread. I don't know. In and through. That I'd take off the gloves and do this. I've got it through there twice, so I'm gonna loop it around and tie this off for our experiment. Yeah, it's a thing, but there's already a deer fly around me. He's buzzing around me. Let's see what happens. They're buzzing around the camera more, so maybe if I put the camera down lower, so they will, how do I know that they've stuck on there? Will you tell me? Maybe I should just kind of do some gardening. I could hill the potatoes. What's it look like? Are there any stuck on there? How do I look?
A fly.
Deer fly, score 1 for Eric.
Just one.
How do I look?
Dashing. You look all peculiar.
You could probably keep your neighbors guessing, like maybe thinking that you're like one of those tinfoil hat kind of guys, which I am.
We don't have to guess. Yeah. Let's check back in a few minutes.
Well, I was going to do some gardening, but I have another idea for a second attractant type cup.
On top of that?
So you don't have to
wear it?
Wear it. They go toward things that are in motion.
Yeah. Well,
and supposedly are blue in color. They also attack from behind. They attack from behind to get to your neck.
Just flew on there, and he is never coming off.
Oh, there's one on there?
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Scored.
You just have to have a blue cup on your head.
Scored 2 for Eric.
But it's peace of mind. It's like, I get so tired of being bombarded, you know, when you're in the garden or wherever. I mean, there's one flying around you right now, and I just get the, ooh. All right, so I'm gonna bring out a second idea, and I'm gonna do some gardening and see what works better. All right, I'm gonna prepare a second cup here. I've been thinking about this, and I'm like, let's make a video. I mean, it's GardenFork's all about, hey, let's try this and see what happens, right? And if we could have a homemade deer fly, not repellent, attractant, actually, to get rid of them, neutralize them, then wouldn't that be a thing? I actually got some of this on the camera. That's a bad thing. Oh, I still have my blue hat on, don't I? Yeah, very complimentary there. Okay, next, dowel rod. This centered in there. Hold on. There you go. So, yeah, tip number 1, don't wear your blue cap hat inside. Okay, we're being dive bombed. I have my dowel stick here. So, deer flies are attracted to things that move and are tall. Not yet. You know, this morning there were tons of them. We walked the dogs in the woods. Should I go in the woods? Oh, we got one. Maybe you had this like on a spring, and it could kind of jiggle in the wind, and that would attract, because they're attracted by the motion. At my friend's house, I want to show you his blue cup results. And at the end here, the simpler solution. I love the blue cup and the tanglefoot stuff, tangle stick stuff. Deer flies are already around me here. That is amazing, isn't it? Look how many are on there. And his application was much better. Uh-oh, I've been caught. So I have the tub, like the margarine tub of sticky stuff. This is the rubber cement can version, PVC glue van. I'll link below to this stuff, but this works. So a little simpler than the hat and the blue cone, wait for it, is the tape. This is a pre-made piece of double stick tape. Carpet tape won't work, by the way. Goes on the back of your hat, and this works. Boom, they land on the back of your head, done. You can garden, you can do whatever you want. I'll link below to the information for that tape. Meanwhile, let's continue our time together here. Right here should be another video. Eric's World, cooking, gardening, DIY, you and I together, right here.